Welcome to Redbeard and the Den of Tools. Howdy ho, guys and gals. It's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, checking in after day 3 at the National Hardware Show here in Las Vegas. Doing a show recap here for you today. First, I just wanted to show you a floor map of the Expo so you can get an idea of what all was there, how big it was, and everything we saw. They listed the show as having 10 miles of Expo floor. That is, if you walked every single booth at the show, every demonstration, everything that was there, you will have covered 10 miles. And I don't think they were joking at the least. We had, in the North Hall, we had your outdoor stuff, farm and ranch, patio, mostly, to be honest. And then we had, in the Central Hall, we had hardware and tools. Then they also had paint and accessories, homewares, electrical, plumbing, and then international sourcing, aka China. Okay, there was other places, there's India and whatnot. And out in the parking lot, they had the tailgate and barbecue section with lots of tasty samples. Anyway, we're going to get all to that, but let me show you exactly how this is in relation to the rest of Las Vegas. So there's the strip down there in the lower left. That's all the big casinos, these giant mega casinos. That's an 18-hole golf course right there in the center, and that's the Expo. Okay, and as you can see there, green's the North Hall, blue is the Central Hall, and orange is the outdoor barbecue area they took over in the parking lot. They didn't cover the South Hall, thank goodness, because it would have killed me. Anyway, let's take you through the show. This is just going to be some recap of some of the stuff we looked at, and kind of just was like walking through a show this size. Okay, this is coming downstairs from press registration. Over there underneath where it says Taiwan Excellence, that's the entrance to the main area where the red star on the map. My grandparents had a stool look just like this when I was a tiny, tiny kid. It was hard not to see about buying one at the show. And that's a way oversized one, I guess, for demoing their products. I don't know. Anyway, they had this guy's here. I didn't get a chance to talk to any of the reps, but I did get to go and drool over the tractor. It seemed like a lot of fun. Not sure exactly what it was doing. I guess because there was some other yard stuff around here, but that was the only thing I saw, really big, tractor-wise kind of stuff there. Now these guys, Excalibur and General there, I've seen them around. This is a fairly high-end scroll saw, sells for just under $1,000. They have their own good, better, best kind of category there. The green, I think, is in their middle or their lower line. The red is their middle of the line. And the black stuff is their top of the line. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to talk to them some more. How you doing today? Now these guys, they were interesting. So where are you guys? A lot of the stuff looks like, well, they were trying to find somebody to sell their product under their own brand, but I think they mostly sell stuff for other people. And you may recognize some of the products here. You've seen it with some of the other, I would say, mostly discount brands. But they had some fun toys. One of the things they had was this pressure washer. And so it's a power head system. In other words, the red part is the cordless power, or the cordless body and whatnot, and the black part are these interchangeable power heads you can put on it to do different functions. So they had it set up there as the pressure washer. Here you can see on the right there's a blower for blowing off your work surface and whatnot. There was a tire pump. There was a fourth one. I don't know, maybe you can see it there in the video somewhere. But there were 3 or 4. Oh yeah, there, the cone, the vacuum thing there in the center. Fiskars was there. They had a lot of their outdoor and kind of stuff. I'm not a huge fan of their stuff, so obviously you didn't see much of it. There were a lot of people selling these Chinese welding boxes. They weren't much to talk to. I tried to get some information from them. It was mostly they're there trying to find somebody who wants to carry them in their store. They're all basically hoping that they stumble upon a rep from Home Depot or Lowe's or somebody who's going to carry their product.
Today.
Good. Here's another one, essentially the same thing, different color box. So do you guys another rep who's hoping that they'll stumble across somebody. Basically, they're like, yeah, we sell through these people or these people under their name, but we also have a website. You can go to our website and buy it, which is, of course, what they want you to do. I stumbled across these guys. They make apparently toolboxes and whatnot. They had one guy there, and I was talking to him. Now, if you look real closely, if you see those miter saw stands there, they're fairly similar to some of the other ones that I've seen. I don't know. There's things with these Chinese companies. There's a lot of knockoffs. So Hulk here. If you remember the video from day one with the big yellow super silent air compressor, this is their smaller line of consumer grade compressors. So if you're looking for something smaller for the shop, they seem nice enough. I didn't see anything about them that made me think, wow, I'd rather have this than a Fortress, but they seem decent enough. And also, for any of the ones you see me walk by and I don't stop and I talk to the people, either there was nobody there that was interested in talking to me, or maybe they had signs up saying, or they talked to me and said, sorry, no filming here, and I couldn't, they can't stop me from filming from the walkway, but I can't film in their little area, which is crazy. Or it was just somebody I didn't feel like talking to. There was a lot of show to cover, 10 miles. That's a lot of stuff. Let's see, who else did we run across here? Oh, these guys. So this is an interesting gas can. It's American made. The handle there has a pressure relief on it. So what you do is, rather than having to tip it and all the other stuff you do, you just flip the gas nozzle down and press the lever at the top, and it fills up your gas tank. It seems to be about the easiest thing I've ever seen for a gas tank. For a gas can, I should say. More wandering through the show, we're going to run into a lot of, just kind of the gimmicky kind of stuff. These guys are selling an American-made tie-down system. It's a plastic molded with stainless steel hooks and just generic nylon rope.
No, I haven't.
It seemed decent enough. I don't know what the price point on it was.
Okay.
But you can use it either as a hoist system or as a tie-down system. They also sell a pulley to double the lifting power with it. And it seemed like a nice enough system. It also seemed like, I've seen smaller versions of it. I have smaller versions of this for different tie-downs and stuff. But nothing quite this robust. He claimed it could stand up to salt water. I'd like to see that. Bora, I got a chance to talk to them. I don't know what happened in that footage, but that box on the right, that's a miter saw box for carting your miter saw on and off the work site. It's kind of big, but it creates a really nice work surface. Jackass tools, yeah, they were kind of jackasses. And, oh wait, did I say that out loud again? And more gimmicky kind of stuff. We got Lego down here. There's a whole Lego display, I guess, for guys trying to sell or trying to buy stuff to take home to the kids and whatnot. Now, there's somebody with their kid. Kid passes, if you want to bring your kid or your spouse, were $100 each. That was... My Cubs were like, hey, will you take me? I looked at the pass like, no. You can watch the video. Sorry. And, these look like typical spotting scopes and stuff. I wasn't too overwhelmed with those. Now this thing here on the left, now I did stop to take a look at this. This is a drilling system that locks up your drill, and I don't know, not quite a drill press. I guess it is kind of a portable drill press for drilling through metal. And when you put the pressure on it, basically prevents that nasty kickback you get, or I guess to the side, when the drill locks up on you, when it binds up. And the receiver part on the other side, you see it's a notched pipe kind of system, so it can actually lock onto a pipe if you're trying to drill, like say, through a pipe or something, which can be difficult. They have a pro version and a consumer version. The consumer version I think was like $300. The pro was $500 or $600. Tie down straps and bags. Couldn't talk to them because I don't speak Chinese. They don't speak English. That was a really common theme to the show. I would get to a booth, try to talk to somebody, they would smile and not speak a word of English. I don't get that. I can't imagine a U.S. company sending a trade delegation to an expo in China and not having people there who speak Chinese. Interesting. There's Cold Steel. We did a quick blurb on them in, I think, the first video or the second video. I don't remember which one. But here you can see a little bit more of the booth. I like their products. They make pretty good, simple, solid, real-world products. Like, you could
Cold
really
Steel.
take this thing to a tree. It's not just for show.
Awesome.
And these, I don't know what this was. So you could have your 2 different sets of needle nose or your crimpers and your pliers all in one. I don't get it. These guys were selling these systems that clamp into a jaw horse. I think it was like a metal brake or oh no, it was a cutter for like siding or something like that. But I've seen a lot of jigs for jaw horses. This is the first one I've seen where it wasn't a DIY, where somebody's like, this is to clamp into a jaw horse. They sold a lot of different stuff.
Right,
Now
so
this
shows how
company
this
here,
works.
Montana, I had to stop because it's Montana.
In,
And this was another theme I saw at the show, which is taking a recip saw and turning it into a recip tool. You get a wire brush there, a detail sander. They had a Brillo pad thing on it. If you saw Fisker's in the other video, had a lot of the same stuff. I don't think they had quite the assortment of attachments these guys did.
Oh,
One thing I was
cool.
disappointed is these attachments are not made in the U.S., but everything else they sell, the Montana brand, is made in the U.S. But anyway, it's still an interesting thought about converting your recip saw into a kind of a multi-tool kind of thing.
Put your tool in, you maybe need
Especially
to
if you
get to a
have
hard
like
reach area that you
that
can't
Milwaukee
get to.
Fuel 12-volt system. You can do a lot of fun stuff with that.
6 different angles,
Yep.
get into tight spots.
And here's some more of the Asian marketing section. These are lights. I have no idea what they're doing here. I mean, they're cute and kitschy and all, but I don't get it. Anyway, the LED panels, I looked at those for a second. I was not impressed with them. In fact, I couldn't talk to really anybody on this aisle again. These welding helmets, I don't know, maybe you guys have used them before. I looked at them, and I don't know, maybe this is a different style than I'm used to. Didn't seem like something I was interested in. Talk about not interested. Air Tools Carpenter here. Just a FYI, somebody stops by your booth, wants to talk to you, especially if they have a camera, wake up or something. Anyway, hey, again, not sure what this is doing with hardware, but these are pinball machines where there's no actual ball. The play area is one giant LED screen, so it's all virtual. There's no actual mechanical, game going on, which is weird to simulate pinball like that, but apparently people like it. So who knows? What do I know about that? Anyway, Superior Pumps. Apparently they build pumps.
Sorry.
And that's right, out of my way. Oh shoot, I meant to go back and check these guys out with the hose reels here. Sorry about that. I'm always a big fan of any kind of reel system, trying to keep things neat and orderly, and I forgot to double back and talk to them. And this is more of the we can't talk to you aisle. And look they're so very interested. Not a single person. They're all sitting, all 3 of them, on their phones. People walking through, could be huge buyers. I don't know. They're just there to hang out and check their messages. I don't get it. Let's see here. Who else we got? Okay, so here we have some stuff from India. Some hand tools there. This whole section right here is all Indian manufacturers. So this is in the international sourcing area. So these are all factories from overseas here to demo the kind of stuff they could make. I took a closer look at this. This is definitely discount bin kind of stuff, kind of things you pick up for $5 at the super, they throw it all in one big bin at the front of the store kind of thing. Okay, time to grab some lunch, or at least some snacks. Let's head out to the outdoor barbecue area out in the parking lot here to see what they have to offer. I swear, I think every 5th booth was some device that will turn your regular grill into a smoker. It was all stuff, basically you sit it on top of your grill and it, right there. And it just churns out smoke. Smoked cheddar, I was not thrilled. It was alright, I guess. Anyway, free food, right? This stuff, the Cool Air, wow. I mean, it was 90-some degrees out there, and I felt like I was indoors in the AC with that. This, was it Eco Box or what, Eco Gear, whatever? So I saw the Jack Daniels, that made me stop. And they had this display set up here where it had running water going over all the boxes, so I had to take a minute here to check
all
that
waterproof?
out. It was, I was pretty impressed, you know. It'd be nice to get a nice sound system like that you could take out going camping and whatnot, and not really have to worry about what's going to happen to it. And whether it's
do you guys sell
going to,
direct, or you rebrand
get ruined
else,
if the Cubs knock it over or knock it into the stream.
Where does
or
somebody
something.
buy your product?
Oh, and they all float. At least that was the claim. And let's see what else we had here. Wood scrapers. By the way, if you use a wire scraper for your grill, do some research on how many people actually end up swallowing those little wire bristles. It's kind of dangerous. So I'm a big fan of either plastic or wood or something. Oh, look,
how you doing?
Turn any grill into a barbecue smoker.
I'm doing all right.
Imagine that. Yeah, these guys were some more really enthused
So you guys sell
people.
the whole thing?
But these are
these
pellet
all pellet?
smokers they have over here. This little one here was kind of interesting. Be nice little, if you don't want to get, whole hog, if you will.
I am.
Get it? Hog.
I have not done a lot with it personally, but
they weren't cheap though. They were all pretty pricey here. And you want to talk about pricey? Wow. So this is the retro cool / futuristic version of your classic big green egg smoker. And I gotta say they're pretty cool looking. You could definitely get probably a good hog or roast or something out of that thing. I really liked this little thing they had here. This prep table kind of thing had a real nice look to it. Again, this is all pretty expensive kind of stuff here. You're gonna have a significant investment. Speaking of whole hog, he looks tasty, doesn't he? There's that booth. They had people lined up, probably a good 20-minute wait just to get a couple slices of some grilled steak they were doing. I did get one later after most people had wandered off. It was really good. Goal Zero, not cheap, but they have some really amazing products if you're looking to go solar or battery and get away from gas as your sort of generator system. And I think the bigger one there, I think it was like a $1,300 box. The smaller one, I think, is like $100 or something. Anyway, let's head back inside here. This is the Made in the USA booth. This is everything here is all stuff made in the USA. There's that gas can we talked about. I was underwhelmed by the number of products they had here and what kind of products they had. It seemed like mostly gadget, gimmicky kind of stuff. Shut up, Moto. Okay, now we're in the outdoor area. Of course, I had to stop and look at hot tubs. This one was stupid expensive, and he said it was that expensive. I think it was like $1,500, $1,600, and he said it was that much because of the hard panel outside. I'm like, it's plastic panels. It's not that great. Anyway, I'll be honest, I kind of zoomed through the outdoor stuff because a lot of it was kind of tchotchke stuff like this, or chairs and whatnot. I don't know if you guys would be interested. If you think I went too fast and kind of skipped over this and you'd like to see more of it next time, let me know. But yeah, that kind of caught my attention. There's a giant green dragon and a moose and a whole bunch of other stuff and outdoors. And there's a gnome and an Easter Island rock creature and a bear made into a bench. And a dinosaur. Anyway, that's pretty much the show. The bear was exhausted at this point, so that's it. That's day 3. That's our recap. Let me know what you thought. Hopefully, we're going to have some follow-up with some of these companies here in the not-so-distant future. Anyway, thanks for spending some time going through the show with me. And let me know what you think was best of show or worst of show. And until next time, everyone, you all take care. And as always, shine on.